Hey, this is Dr. Barry. In this quick video, let's discuss vaping versus smoking. Which one is more dangerous and which should you do or not do? If you know someone who's a smoker, who's trying to quit, or who's thinking about quitting but who's afraid of vaping, then please share this video with them on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Vero, any of the social medias. But get this word out there because there are so many people who are ruining their health with smoking and they're afraid to vape. So let's talk about this. So let's say that you're trying to get your diet in order and you're eating a much more ancestrally appropriate diet, like the ketogenic diet, low carb, high fat, carnivore, but you still smoke. Aren't you canceling a lot of the advantages and a lot of the benefits of your diet by smoking cigarettes? Yeah, you are. I'm sorry. I know that there are quite a subset of people in the ketogenic community who still smoke and they sneak around because they know that we're all going to be judging them. And it's not that we're judging them, we just know that they're canceling so many of the wonderful benefits of a ketogenic diet by smoking. And so, what about vaping? You hear news stories about popcorn lung, wet lung, pneumonia, all this stuff. So, what's the truth about this? First of all, let's talk about smoking. Let's talk about smoking cigarettes, and then we're going to go to vaping next. So, smoking cigarettes is one of the hardest habits to kick, and here's why. What you're basically trying to fight and break is not only an addiction to nicotine, you're trying to break an addiction and two habits. And that's very, very hard for the average human to do in any kind of meaningful, timely fashion. And so you've got the addiction to nicotine, which is very, very habit forming. You've got the social addiction of being able to take smoke breaks and smoking to clear your head and going out for a smoke and all those things. And then you also have the physical habit, the hand to mouth, right? It's a lot like nail biting. It's very hard to break that habit alone, much less if you've got an addiction plus two habits and they're all tied together with a big fat ribbon on top. That's what smoking is, and that's why it's so hard to stop. And so rather than try to fight two habits and an addiction all at the same time, why not work on the habits? And then once you've got the habits broken, then you can put all your energy towards fighting the addiction of nicotine. Okay. So smoking the smoke in tobacco is full of hundreds of carcinogens. That means things that are known to cause cancer, plus many, many other toxins that damage your health. They damage the cell membranes, they damage the tissues of your lungs. And most people think, oh, well, it's just lung cancer and heart failure. You know, that's what you get if you smoke. No, your risk of cancer, of any cancer, is higher if you're a smoker. Your risk of bladder cancer is about 20 times higher if you're a smoker. We as doctors don't ever see bladder cancer in anybody who's not a smoker or didn't used to be a smoker. It just doesn't happen. Or if you live with a heavy smoker, you're at risk for bladder cancer. Cancer of the penis is 4 times more likely in smokers than in non-smokers. All these other cancers that you may not think about, skin cancer, 3 times greater risk if you smoke versus a non-smoker. So it's not just, oh, lung cancer, yeah, blah, blah. I've heard all that. No, it's cancer of everything, okay? Cigarettes are full of toxins. There are so many toxins, and of course, the cigarette companies are trying to obfuscate and pretend like, oh, well, no, that's not whatever, whatever. But we know without a doubt that cigarette smoking gives you a 15 to 30 greater time risk of lung cancer, but all these other cancers as well. And so if we can do something to lessen that risk, then I'm all for it. So nicotine, that's the habit forming thing in cigarettes and in vaping, right? Nicotine in and of itself in small doses is not bad for humans. I can't find any research that shows that nicotine definitely causes this, that, or the other. It'll make your blood pressure go up a little. It'll make your heart rate go up a little, whether you're getting it from a cigarette or whether you're getting it from a vape. But nicotine is not dangerous in the amount you get from cigarettes or from vaping. So it's not the nicotine that kills you, it's the other crap in the cigarettes. So what about vaping? You saw the news stories, but the truth of the matter is that the liquid in vapes, it contains water, it contains glycerin, it contains propylene glycol, it contains some flavor, and it contains nicotine. So that's it, right? And so the vaping liquid companies would have to go out of their way to add carcinogens and toxins to the vape liquid. They're going to make the cheapest vape liquid they can, right? That just makes human nature sense. So my opinion personally is if they used unflushed toilet water to make the vaping fluid, it would still be 100 times safer than smoking. So if you've been a smoker for years and you want to quit and you know you should, I really think that vaping is a great step down from smoking. I think it's 100 times safer. Is it safe? No. Is it good for you? No. Is it less bad than cigarette smoking? Yep, you bet you it is. Okay. I'd rather you vape for 2 years and then try to wean down the nicotine amount in the vape fluid and then ultimately quit the vape. If you're trying to quit smoking cold turkey, you're trying to quit an addiction and two different habits. It's so hard to do. Most people just can't do it if they have a busy life and have some stress in their life. Vaping, a lot of people, when they start vaping, they'll cough for a week or two. And that's because vaping is water vapor going in your lungs, not smoke. Your lungs are used to smoke, even though that's not good for your lungs. They're used to that if you're a smoker. And so that doesn't make you cough that much. But the vaping might make you cough a little bit for a week or two. Once your lungs and your trachea get used to the water vapor, you'll stop the coughing and then you'll immediately smell better because smokers don't smell that great. Your sense of taste will come back, your sense of smell will come back. And then once you've broken the hand to mouth habit and you've broken the social habit of going out to smoke, then you can focus all your effort on breaking the nicotine addiction. And you can use the different strengths of nicotine in the different vape liquids to slowly but surely wean down the nicotine until one day you can just put the stupid vape down and be done with it. That's my ultimate goal, is to get you to not do either. Okay. So if you don't smoke right now, please don't ever touch a vape. But if you're a smoker, I want you to strongly consider vaping. It's 100 times safer and it's not full of the hundreds of toxins and carcinogens that cigarettes are full of. If you've enjoyed this video, please take a moment and click that subscribe button. Click the little bell button right beside it so every time I post a new video and have a new bright idea, you'll be one of the very first people to know. This is Dr. Barry. I'll see you next time.